All right, thank you so
Okay.
much. Once again, folks, this is.
All right, so let's go to the lines that are blazing. Once again, I want to remind you folks listening out there, give us a call right now over the air. The number is 1-877-320-5465.
You feel the air conditioning coming out now,
Yes,
right? It's starting to
yes.
cool down a little bit.
Ah, so now you're bringing the cool in.
Yes, right.
Ooh.
All right, so let's go. Let's go.
Right now. But what I'm going to do is a service
Hello?
request.
Ooh, all right,
What
let's
was
try
that?
that again. No. Good
Did you
afternoon.
just hang up on the first caller?
Well, it sounded like for someone else.
Oh, I see.
Good afternoon. This is the Immigration Link. What's your question for Brad?
Hi, Brad. Quick question. We had an interview on the 13th. We have a case with you, and we have an interview on the 13th. You know, my husband is from Canada. So the examiner, she approved the marriage, which is 5 years, but she said she's going to look into his landing paper.
Is he a citizen of Canada? He's a citizen of Canada?
Not citizen, no, resident.
He's a resident. When did he come to America?
In 1996.
Okay. So they just want to make sure that he is a landed permanent resident of Canada. Is that what she said they wanted to do?
Because she asked him what did he came from to Canada. He said a visa.
No.
So he came on a visa, but he married and get his
He was at one point a permanent resident of Canada. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So when she went on the interview, I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but you did say you're a client of mine. But
Right.
It doesn't really matter who you are. But let me just figure this out for you quickly. Now he was a permanent resident of Canada. He came here in 1996. As long as you can prove that he was here prior to, I believe sometime in 2003 or 2004 when they started making green card.
What happened was
Time out 1 second. Let me just tell you what the law is, and then you'll tell me what your issue is. And I think when I tell you what the law is, we're gonna backtrack into your issue and figure this out, okay? So I believe what the officer is probably trying to get at is you have to be able to prove you made an entry and were inspected into the United States. And coming from Canada as a legal permanent resident, you did not need a visa to come into the United States prior to a date, I believe it's either 2003 or 2004, but whatever it is, it's well before 1996 when your husband came here. And what the law said up until that point in 2003 or 2004 when the laws changed, where now a green card holder, the equivalent of a green card holder of Canada, they call them landed immigrants, now need a visa. But prior to that, if you were a landed immigrant or a permanent resident of Canada and you crossed into the United States prior to the United States saying you need a visa in 2003, 2004, the law presumes you were inspected when you came here. So as long as A, you can prove that you were physically here before that date, which I'm sure you can, and B, you can prove that when he came here in 1996, he was in fact a landed immigrant, then he has made an inspection under the law. He is entitled to adjust his status. And my guess is that either when you went on the interview, the officer had questions on, A, when he came here to the United States,
No,
or
she
two,
didn't. She
or
didn't.
two, was he in fact in 1996 a landed permanent resident?
When he came in 1996, when he came, yes, he had it landed, but they didn't inspect him when he was coming through the border.
That's fine.
But he did have his Canadian papers.
That's fine, as long as you were a landed resident and you can prove that he was a landed resident and you can prove that he was here before 96, he's entitled to his green card. Now, what I would suggest you do is if you have a concern about the way your case is going, and it sounds like he's going to be fine, okay? But who'd you go with on the interview?
August 13.
No,
With
Maria. Mariana?
Yeah, Mariana.
Okay, Mariana knows what she's doing, so you don't have to worry. But if you still have any concern whatsoever, okay, come back into the office. We'll sit down, and I'm sure that, A, I can assure you if Mariana's handling it, that the case is being worked on correctly, and B, what's most important, when you're a lawyer, okay, not only do you have to, A, make sure the case is being worked on properly, which I am sure it is, but you have to make sure that the client understands where we're at. so that way the
Right.
client is not anxious and doesn't start freaking out. So if you're
Right.
starting to feel anxious or, oh my God, what's going to happen, come back and see me. Let me go through it with you. Let me reassure you that
Okay.
everything's going fine.